second-ranked team, Penn State Nittany Lions. EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. And it comes out to the 25. Return attempted there.
On the set. Green 25.
The back's got it. Breaks into the clear. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently. And, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on.
He's in the clear. And he'll get the first-down yards before they finally bring him down.
Really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and a good execution.
Here he goes. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
He'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Second down play coming up for this offense. On the toss play, runner moving left. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And we're able to get him down. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense.
Get set, get set.
And off inside, looking for the touchdown. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Using his legs, it's Peoples. Running up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. To throw, it's Sayan. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
With third down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Got it.
Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and at the front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Toss play, running right. Breaks into open space. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns it around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
To bootleg here. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Back to pass. It's Aller. Pass rush closing in. Just standing there, gets hit again.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Expect to cash in the starting field position. It is 1st and goal from the 2. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Smith. Stopped at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Ohio State. They connect for 6. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On 1st down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. He's running out of time here. And that one's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Suddenly off the interception, it's 1st and goal for this offense. Dropping back, it's Sayin, bringing pressure. Catch made on the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Hey, the offense does their job of getting points on the board, score the touchdown, 6 points. All we need is an extra point. Chris, we got a tie game.
Extra point try coming now. And there's the point after. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Singleton. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down here for this offense. Keeping it on the ground here. He shreds the tackle. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Important second down play coming up. It's a bootleg looking to throw. Fires it on the move. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Caught by the receiver. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Out of the gun now on third down. That's caught. It's Smith. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it again. That's reeled in. It's Peoples. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Now it's second down here. Looking for some space. It's Peoples. Going absolutely nowhere to a loss on the play.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The tight end has got it. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quick throw out left, complete. Tackle, but forced down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. The crew keep played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the handoff. He's got the first down and still motoring. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game. But we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed. I know he gets tackled here at the 2-yard line. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give that young man the football again. Let him get his touchdown.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Singleton. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down.